Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, c'est lundi 22 juin. Le weekend. Today we're going to be talking about where you go. We're going to be using the verb aller, which means to go. This is the infinitive, the unchanged form of the verb. Now, do you remember last lesson we were doing places in town? How many places in town can you remember? Think about the market, the shopping centre, cafe, swimming pool. I'm going to count down from 30 seconds, no mean feat, and you are going to write down on your piece of paper as many places in town that you can remember. Try and remember if it's le or la. Here we go. On y va. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop! Well, that was quite hard for me. I don't know about you. How did you get on? Let's have a look at your list and we'll compare lists. Here's mine. So, did you remember these? Le marché, the market. Le centre commercial, the shopping centre. Le musée, the museum. Le stade, the stadium. Le centre de loisirs, leisure centre. L'église, church. Le château, the castle. Le café, no explanation needed. La piscine, swimming pool. La patinoire, ice rink. How did you get on? You might have got some that I haven't got, which would be great as well. Pause the PowerPoint or the video here. Write down this vocabulary. Take care to write whether it's le or la or L apostrophe. Why would it be L apostrophe like l'église? Why might that be? Have a think as you're writing those down. So, tu vas où le week-end? This is a reading exercise. I'm going to help out a little bit by reading it for you, but read along with me. Really good to associate the words with the sounds. And you're going to be thinking of who goes to the market, the museum, cafe, ice rink, etc. Magali. Le week-end, je vais au centre commercial. Quelquefois, je vais au musée ou je vais à la patinoire. Nino. Normalement, le week-end, je vais au stade et au centre de loisirs. Le dimanche, je vais à l'église ou à la piscine. Emma et Alice. On va au marché et on va au château. Quelquefois, on va au café. C'est génial. So, pause it here. Have a think. Read over it again and work out who goes where. Answers coming up now, so if you haven't done it yet, just stop. Who goes to the market? Emma et Alice. On va au marché. Who goes to the museum? That's Magali. Je vais au musée. Café. That's Emma et Alice. On va au café. Ice rink. That's Magali. Je vais à la patinoire. Shopping centre. That's Magali too. Oops. That's Magali too. We have got le centre. Je vais au centre commercial. Swimming pool is Nino. About time, Nino. Je vais à la piscine. And Nino also goes to church. Je vais à l'église. Castle is Emma et Alice. On va au château. Okay, so we've worked out who goes where. We're going to have a look at this in a little bit more detail. Remember the vocab that we did first of all, that we had a look at, that hopefully we've written down. We've got le marché, le centre commercial. Just have a notice of those words. And now look at this. What do you notice? We've got le centre commercial, but we've got je vais au centre commercial. We've got le musée, je vais au musée. We've got je vais à la patinoire. That stays the same, doesn't it? La patinoire. Je vais au stade instead of je vais le stade. Have a think about that. What are you noticing? What do you think might be going on? Okay, je vais means I go. What's going on here? It's a very useful little word. À means to, or at it can mean as well. But in this sense it's going to somewhere. So when we're saying à la patinoire, we're just saying to the ice rink. However, à changes when it's followed by the definite article. The French never like to have à plus le together. They change it to au. So à plus le becomes au. So for le cinéma, it's au cinéma. When it's L', it stays the same. You can have à l'église. When it's la, it also stays the same. À la patinoire. But when it's les, plural, it changes to au, A-U-X. Je vais au cinéma. We always need to remember that little word to say that we're going to somewhere. Otherwise, if we just put je vais cinéma, it would be I go cinema. Now, we might say that, but it's not great. Just a little note about starting with a vowel, like église, what I've got in the bubble there. A word that starts with a vowel is L'. That goes back to that question I was asking you at the beginning. Because the French don't like two vowels together. They call it a vowel clash, or we call it a vowel clash. And an H behaves in the same way as a vowel. So if you've got the word hôtel, it would be à l'hôtel. I'd like you to write this down. It's very useful and it's something that we have to remember. Pause the video here and just take your time to write that down. Give the example as well, je vais au cinéma, so you can put it into context. Right, have a go at trying these. Check the gender first if you're not sure. So you've got je vais and parc. Now, parc is masculine, le parc. So what's it going to be? Have a think. Some of them you'll know already, some of them were on our list of vocabulary already, and some of them you can work out. I'm going to pause, well, I'd like you to pause it. Oops, too late. Je vais au parc is the first one. Answers coming up now, so take your time, stop it and just have a think if you haven't quite done that yet. Number 2, café is masculine, so it's going to change to, instead of à le café, we're going to have au café. Piscine is feminine, so it's la piscine. So it's going to, we're going to add à plus la. Elle va à la piscine. She goes to the swimming pool. Stade is masculine, it's le stade. So we're not going to say à le stade because the French don't like that. We're going to say tu vas au stade. Hôtel is interesting. Remember what I said about an H being the same as a vowel. So this one is going to be à l'hôtel. Nous allons à l'hôtel. Write those examples down, or if you did them yourselves, mark them and then make your own. Right, we are going to do a listening exercise now. So what I'd like you to do is, you don't have to draw a table, but if you write the names, the 4 names down in your margin, and then you have 2 columns, you've got où, which means where, and avec qui, which means with who. So we're going to listen to people talking about where they're going, and who with. Okay, so just take your time to plan your little grid, and then we'll start the listening. Okay, here we go. We're going to listen to Lara, so we can see already that she's going to the Centre Commercial. But can we hear who she's going with? Let's have a listen.
Le week-end. Page 74, exercice 2. Écoute. Copie et complète le tableau. 1. Tu vas où le week-end, Lara?
Le week-end, je vais au centre commercial avec mes copines.
Tu vas où le week-end, Lara?
Le week-end, je vais au centre commercial avec mes copines.
So, did we hear that? Je vais au centre commercial avec mes copines. Who are mes copines? She's going to the shopping centre with her friends. Okay, numéro 2, on va écouter Aurélien. Let's listen to Aurélien.
2. Et toi, Aurélien, tu vas où le week-end?
Normalement, le week-end, je vais à la piscine avec mes copains.
Et toi, Aurélien, tu vas où le week-end?
Normalement, le week-end, je vais à la piscine avec mes copains.
So Aurélien started off with a nice word, didn't he? Normalement. Normalement, normally. Where does he normally go? Well, he said he normally goes à la piscine avec mes copains. What's the difference between copain and copine? So copain is a group of friends who are boys, or a mixed group, and copine is a group of friends who are girls. Okay, Sarah, numéro 3.
3. Tu vas où le week-end, Sarah?
Je vais au marché avec mes parents.
Tu vas où le week-end, Sarah?
Je vais au marché avec mes parents.
So Sarah, je vais au marché avec mes parents. She goes to the market with her parents. Et numéro 4, Youssouf.
4. Et toi, Youssouf? Tu vas où le week-end?
Le week-end, je vais au centre de loisirs avec mon frère et ma sœur.
Et toi, Youssouf? Tu vas où le week-end?
Le week-end, je vais au centre de loisirs avec mon frère et ma sœur.
And there you have it. So Youssouf goes to the centre de loisirs. Do you remember what that was? Leisure centre. Avec mon frère et ma sœur, with his brother and sister. How did you get on with that? If you found it quite difficult, just stop the video here and have another listen. Now you know what the answers are. It's good to listen again and just make that association with the sounds. On continue. Let's just remind ourselves of the text that we were looking at the beginning. We've got Magali saying where she goes and Emma and Alice talking about where they go. So Magali says, je vais au centre commercial. I go. Je vais au musée. Emma and Alice say, on va au marché. We go to the market. On va au château. Remember, in French, the verb changes depending on who is doing the action. So depending on your pronoun or whoever it is, your verb is going to be different. Okay, let's have a little look at that. It's a very important verb we're looking at today. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the verb aller, to go, which is a really, really important verb in French, and it gets used a lot. So we're going to need to write this down really carefully and learn it, basically. So here we go. We've got je vais, I go. Tu vas, you go, singular. So that's when you're talking to one other person. You know, a friend. It can be informal as well. Il, elle, on va. He, she, we go. Now, although it's translated as we go, it literally means one goes. Okay, so those are all your singular verbs. in that, singular pronouns in that block. Then you've got your plurals. So you've got on the corresponding one to I go is we go. So I and somebody else, we go, nous allons. You, more than one person, plural, vous allez, you go. And then you've either got he or she in the singular, but for the plural it's going to be they, ils, elles, vont. Can you remember why do they have two words for they in French? They've got il with an S and elle with an S. Why would they have two words for they? Have a think about that. Now, normally in the lesson I would play you this fantastic video which is on YouTube, but I'm going to play it to you over. I can't show you the video. If you want to look it up, you can type le verbe aller into YouTube and song, and then this should come up, and this will be stuck in your head forever. So here it goes. Nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. Je vais, tout va, il va, elle va. Nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. Je vais, tout va, il va, elle va. Nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. Okie dokes, I think we'll pause it there. It does go on and on. Anyway, have a little watch of that. It's a great way of learning it, and it really does help. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. Hopefully you're all dying of embarrassment for me now, so I'll move on. Okay. Tu vas où le weekend? Use the grid below to write 3 different sentences for me. So you can decide whether you're going to the cafe, whether you're going to the market, the church, the ice rink. Who are you going with? You're going with your friend or your brother? Are you going with your friend who's a girl or your sister? Are you going with your friends, boys or friends, girls or parents? Write me 3 different sentences. I'll look forward to seeing those. Pause it here. Take your time. Okay, copy this down. We've got something a bit different here. Tu veux aller au cinéma samedi? Non merci, c'est ennuyeux. Je veux aller à la piscine. What do you think these people are saying? One person's asking a question, aren't they? The other person's answering. What words do you know already? Can you guess from the context what these people are saying? As we saw last lesson, you can use a verb followed by an infinitive. So like j'aime jouer, I like to play. Different verb here. What do you think it means? Tu veux aller, je veux aller. Vouloir, this verb means to want. Okay, so we are going to write down the singular block, first of all. Je veux, I want. Tu veux, you want. Il, elle, on veut. He, she, we want. It should be he, she wants, of course, but because I ended with we, I've missed the S off. Anyway, these are the most common forms that we'll use it in, okay? If you want to, it would be good actually to write the whole thing out. So we've got nous voulons, we want, vous voulez, you want, ils, elles veulent, they want. Now this is an irregular verb. Can you remember what it means if a verb is irregular? Have a think. If a verb is irregular, it doesn't follow the normal pattern. It follows a different pattern. Sometimes it's completely got its own pattern if it's very irregular. Okay, so it doesn't follow the normal pattern for IR verbs. IR verbs are verbs that end in IR. So vouloir, you can see that it ends in IR. Anyway, the verb vouloir is always followed by the infinitive. Je veux aller, I want to go. Tu veux jouer. What does that mean? Il veut manger. What about that? Write those examples down. Work out what the English think. I'm going to bring up the answers now. Tu veux jouer, you want to play. Il veut manger, he wants to eat. Okay, so it's followed by the infinitive, the unchanged form of the verb. I would like you to finish off with to write 40 words about where you and your family go and where you want to go at the weekend. You can use words like d'habitude, normalement, quelquefois, samedi soir, you could say vendredi soir, to say when you do things. Use the verb aller, so d'habitude, je vais à la piscine. Or, mon frère va au cinéma. Avec ma sœur, nous allons au café. Mes parents vont au centre commercial. You could use je veux aller to say where you want to go. Use the places in town that we learned last lesson or look some new words up. And remember, you have to include the little word to, which is à. And if you've got à plus something masculine, you'll change it to o. À la is fine. À le, L apostrophe, is fine. If it's plural, à plus les becomes o, A-U-X. Have a go. Do your writing. Take a photo of it for me, or you can actually do your writing in the comment box on Show My Homework, or you can send a Word document. I will look forward to hearing from you all. À bientôt. Au revoir.